I'm the new tube and the Tough Man, and welcome back to some more 2 Point Hospital Part 11 today. Really quickly, guys, we're going to go through some of the comments. Oh no, that was the sound that somebody had actually just died right there, but never mind. We'll move swiftly on. Some of the comments from the last episode. So 5, 6 and 7, the part numbers went out last week, and part number 5, I asked you guys for the compliment. That was Tough's word, compliment. And Buckwheat again in there. What a legend. The Grim Reaper called. He wanted to compliment you on your great performance in teaching hospital so far with the patients. In other words, they died quite a lot. Oh, there's another death somewhere. And the part 6 was Q. Q was the key word there. And I have to say, Professor Taco coming in with a nice one. Those poor patients waiting in a queue to die. I hope you get a better education at uni than those student nurses did. Yep, those student nurses really just did not like curing people, quite obviously. And then, of course, there was part 7 as well, but that one's literally just got out. I'm having to record this one a little bit early, so currently there isn't anything there. If you would like to get involved, guys, go ahead. Don't forget to wait until the end of the video, find out what Toffman's word actually is, and then put it in a funny little comment, and then I will read it out in a future episode. Okay, so we're still back in Flemington, and the good reason for this is this, guys. Look at this. I think at the start of this recording I was on like 800. Now we're absolutely steaming through this to get the mega scan. I'm using this hospital, basically, look at the amount of money. Oh my god, the GP's offices really are absolutely rammed. We may have to open up this side by the looks of things. Why are they all stood up? Look, there's literally seats right in front of you. Oh my god, look at the state. There's like a queue of people waiting to get a drink here. Is that actually the case? Because we can just get another one of these. It's fine. Look, I'll put one over this side. Oh my god, somebody's died at this side as well. Oh, this is not going to end well, is it? Oh, there's a ghost. We won't be in this hospital for very long anyway, guys. I'm just going through all of the possible research that I can do before we go back to the other hospital. I don't think we can fix it. I think it's literally one of those where we're just going to have to retry it. We're going to have to redo it. But it's just the way it is, I suppose. It's just the way it is. Can we sort this out then? Right, there's a guy, Keith Delacreme. Nice. And you, I'm going to open that. Oh, I can pick them up like that. Nice. I didn't realise I could do that. That's new on me. And yeah, I've done that one. Brilliant stuff. So what I would like to do is go into staff here and doctors, and of course Keith, the jobs, should I say, and Keith Delacreme is literally only ever going to do the GP's office, much like what these other guys are doing. Actually, there's x-rays on here as well. We haven't got an x-ray in the hospital though, so we can just get rid of all this. We don't want these people doing x-ray anyway. Yeah, these we only want them to be doing research. Right, I think Keith Delacreme is sorted now. We've got another GP over in there. Logan Trout has actually gone into there as well. We're going to have to work through this when we get the ability to have GPs, of course. In fact, there's 2. We could hire these 2 and then get them trained up, and I think I'm going to do that actually. And there we go. They are set up to do the GPs. Okay, we've finished our research as well, so this is absolutely brilliant. We've got a lot of upgrades here. We've got general kudosh, so we can make some more kudosh, I would presume. Yeah, output of 20 kudosh. That's interesting. And, ooh, this is an interesting one. I don't think we've got a research... Do we have a research thing in the other hospital? Because that might actually help us out. General research to earn some money for the hospital. That may help us out, though I don't think 20,000 is going to help us out very much. And plus, it's not like this research facility, because it's absolutely massive as this one. So what we're probably going to go ahead and do is do some upgrades to these. We've got the advanced upgrade, which is interesting, for the DNA lab. Some of our staff are unsatisfied. How dare they? How dare they? They want to be satisfied. So we've got nothing new to research here. We can only add to what we've currently got. So I think it's time to swap over. Let me first and foremost, though, sort out this staff issue. All staff, satisfy all pay requests, done. That'll do quite nice. So we've got that much money, though. We really don't need to worry. Reward What's this? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Cure 7 patients with night fever. Psychiatry, yes. They can come in. We've got 2 psychiatrists here anyway, and enough people to be able to do it. So we are looking pretty nice over here. Oh, this one. Actually, let me get Whitney Shandy in there, and we're going to open you up. She's going to come out because they always do that for some strange reason. Oh, there we go. She's turned around again, and she's gone back in. Nice. Okay, we are done here. We will be coming back into this level whenever we can use this one as our base research hospital. We can come back into here. We can do all of our research in here. We never need to actually do a research facility in another hospital. And I wish I'd have thought of doing this a bit earlier, but you know, this is just how things are. So here we are. Let's go ahead and get back into meltdowns, and hopefully we can change this hospital around. That's the big thing. There is no way back for this hospital. Absolutely no way back for this hospital at all. We're going to go ahead and restart this level. I hate it when I have to do this, guys. I cannot stand it, but we are going to have to restart that level. It's just not working for us. So, okay, let's go ahead and pause this, and we'll start getting rid of some of this stuff that we've got here. And we will first and foremost hire ourselves a janitor and somebody with the ghost ability, because I'm pretty sure... that's the thing. The ghost ability and the mechanics one, which allows me to upgrade machines, but I do need that one as well, which is the maintenance skill. So increased repair and maintenance skill. That could be decent for us as well. We could get the 2. We're probably going to get the 2. Okay, with that in mind, we are going to set a little bit of an area out here for our initial hospital. I am not as happy this time with the doctors we have available right at the start here. We had an absolutely amazing doctor who pretty much just said, oh, this is what's wrong with you, straight away as soon as they got in. And that is absolutely key for a GP's office. This, unfortunately, is all we've got access to at this moment in time. I'm probably going to get Maureen Milk, mainly because she's got the psychiatry, and we're probably going to need that at some point in the future. So there we go, Maureen Milk. Okay, we can start letting people in. But I'm going to do a little bit of a seating area. So I have gone the route with this pharmacy. I've got the same route as I have with the training one and the research. I've just put loads of these things in here because these medicine cabinets actually give 1% to diagnosis power and treatment power as well. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 extra percentage on the ability to diagnose, but not necessarily that one we need, but the treatment power. So we can get an extra 6% out of there as well. Let's go ahead and hire an assistant because I'm an absolute clown and I just haven't hired anybody for the front here. So let's go ahead and hire a nurse as well for this. And nobody has the pharmacy management, which is fantastic. What a great start. Goodbye, nurse. You are going to get fired. And our new nurse, which has the ability to do this sort of stuff, is hired already right there. Okay, so let's take a quick look at doctors. Yes, we do have the one here who has that ability as well. So we are going to go back into here as well with the doctor. And the thing is, did I ever need the psychiatry last time? I can't remember, to be honest. I've hired another doctor anyway. We could always just make another psychiatry if so needed. However, we are going to build some of these other diagnosis rooms. Not the ward. I don't think the ward is going to be big enough for this area. Plus, actually, it might... No, that's not going to be big enough, is it? We are going to build the general diagnosis, I think, over here as well. That might help. And I'm only left with 2 space. I hate it when that happens. We could do a little bit of a seating area around there, but I don't like doing it like that. I really don't. Interesting. What can we do here, guys? Okay, this one's a minimum of a 4x4 room, so that will actually fit quite nicely in here. This is the X-ray, brand new. I have never used this before. Wow, that's insanely big. I've never actually used this myself, so I can't say how this is going to work. Jesus, that's massive. I'll take it that's what we get to see. So if we put that there, we should be okay. And I'm going to go ahead and sort of spin that around. Put that in the corner. And then we'll go ahead and do the rest. That one also needs a doctor as well. So the spare doctor that's flying around at the moment has a place to actually work at this minute. And then we'll go ahead and do a little bit of thing on the outside of here. So people have got somewhere to sit. Ah, yes, we can upgrade our drug mixer, which I'm certainly going to go ahead and do now. That will help us cure things a lot easier. Can we see... Is it in the room? We can see how good things are. Oh, the room value is actually going up. That's interesting. Info. It doesn't say what the actual base... Oh, no, I can change the name of the room, but I don't need to. We can customize the walls and the floor. That's interesting. I don't think I've done this before. Let's have a look. Oh, I need kudos for this. And to be honest, I'm not a massive fan of the ones that I'm seeing here. No, I'm not a fan. Okay, we're going to buy the second plot here. We're going to get rid of all of this. And this is going to be the same, pretty much the same thing here that I've had in the previous one. This is where our ward is going to be, because very shortly we are going to need one. What's this? Diagnosis decision has been sent to all of our diagnosis rooms, but we're only 88% sure of the diagnosis. Okay, get the patient to wait then. And we will go ahead and stick down a general diagnosis for this particular person. Hopefully, that'll be good enough. There we go. We've gone for the same trick here. We've got a load of these ones, and that should add to the room's diagnosis power, which is quite nice. Let's give just one bench out the front for the moment. I don't think I'm going to need anything else. I might need a little drinks machine, actually. And we're not going to be able to put anything this other side, so we may as well put something for these people to do on the other side. I'll put a bin over there as well, and a radiator, because this is where people are going to be sitting. I'll put that on there. And I think pretty much done here. Lovely, so that woman should have another place to go now. We do need another nurse for this one though. So we're going to go ahead and grab this person. It's got exactly what we need. Oh! Hopefully nobody gets struck by lightning, that would be terrible. More work for our wonderful janitors to do. That's the main issue that we've got here, is the ability to try to keep up on the dirt that is currently... The thing is, it's not just this disaster. We get earthquakes, we get meteors, we get all sorts of stuff in this place. And yeah, it just creates a lot of mess for our guys. Why is the janitor halfway through upgrading and has just disappeared? You don't... No! No! Back to work. Right, no, go back to work. Finish what you started. Right, so we've got the general diagnosis, which is currently there, and we've got our ward up and running as well. So now we can cure ward illnesses. There. Oh, we're missing an assistant, but nobody's here anyway, so I'm not too fussed about that at the moment. We are currently spending more than we have got coming in. I expect that at this moment, to be honest. This is very nearly... There it is. Drug mixer 2. I think it's pretty much done. It is pretty much done, guys. And then, who is this person? That is that the actual pharmacist? Yes, it is. Got the plus 10% treatment skill and 20% treatment skill in a pharmacy as well, so that's 30%. What about... So the cure rate is plus 83%. Her diagnosis skill is 90. Treatment skill is 50. Speed is 100. Nice. So the cure rate being plus 83%. I think... what? Treatment's failed. We've had no deaths yet, which is nice. Hopefully that can continue. That would be very nice indeed. In fact, hang on a minute. Can we edit this room? And can we put... We can. Oh, there we go. We finished that. We just put 3 of them things into there just to be able to up our treatment rate. Didn't include his visit to the hospital in his public diary, so it wasn't too bad, but it wasn't too great either. The way that I've started this as well, we've got this receptionist's desk here, which means that we've got a lot more room. Rather than having a receptionist sort of room, we've gone with this desk. So we've got more room on either side, which I actually like the look of in this particular instance, so that's good. Oh, we're actually gaining more money than we're spending. This is fantastic, guys. What a start. Oh, our first death has happened. No. That is terrible news. Let's have a look at the stats. There it is. We've had 1 death. Patient cured 1. Patient death 1. Patients diagnosed 4. What's happened here? Why? This isn't right. This has definitely changed. Diagnosis skill 100%. That's because it's the wrong person. Why are you in here, you nurse, Jasmine? No. Get her out. God damn it. Ah, this is what happens when you leave them to it. We've got our first death because the wrong person has gone into the wrong room. That is not what we want to see. Let's pick her up and put her back where she belongs. That's in general diagnosis. That is your job. So Jasmine, let me go ahead and change you to general diagnosis. Okay, nothing else. Do not get involved where you do not need to be. Cure 5 patients with denim genes. We need to build a DNA lab. We'll accept it. And then we will go ahead and get one of these DNA labs down. This is brilliant. This is a really, really good start. That means we're going to get a lot of money from this. So what's minimum size 4x3? So like that. And I think we're going to go with just the minimum size. No. You know what? We're going to make it the full size. And there's a reason for that. But you'll find that at the end here. Oh, the door. Can't forget the door. Ah, okay. There wasn't much point, actually, because those little treatment cupboard things, they are not available for this room. So we should just be able to go ahead and get rid of all of that, to be honest. And then we're left with this little room right here. And that should be enough. And there we go. The DNA lab is available. This is the first time I've seen this, actually. This looks pretty nice. Does it require a nurse? A doctor with genetics? That's interesting. I don't know. We don't have one. Oh, hang on a minute. No. No? Your radiology? Oh, Christ. We've accepted that emergency, but we've got no doctor that is available to do this. Oh, God. This is not great. I could make a training room, but if I'm going to do that, I want a big training room that will just get the job done. And then end up with, you know, so quickly to train. That's what I want to end up with. So at the moment, guys, I can't do anything with this DNA lab. I've just got to leave it as is and hope that one of the DNA things comes up relatively shortly. That would be nice. Right, with all of the stuff here, you've killed this guy? Seriously? He had bedface, the treatment has failed, and yes, he is going to die. So the stats here, he's had one person come into his doors, and he's killed him. Literally the first guy. Fingers crossed this next applicant here is somebody that can deal with DNA, because otherwise we're going to have a lot of people here who... Oh, no, this is not good. I accepted this thinking, yes, we can just get them in, get them seen to, get them gone, get the money. Not the case, apparently. Not the case. I do love this, though, the denim jeans thing. It's great. Okay, I've got another one coming in 6 days' time. We're running out of time, though, for this one. This has to be a denim jeans person. And even then, I've got this guy going ahead and doing an upgrade onto here, because the likelihood of this being denim jeans is very, very small. And there we go. Denim jeans is not one of the things there. Hopefully, well, these are probably going to die. Let's be honest. Oh, I need a bin. These are probably going to die, guys. And we've just got to accept the fact that they probably are going to die. And, God damn it. That's really annoyed me. I didn't realise you had to have a qualification for this particular thing. Oh, that training room cost a lot of money. I haven't finished it there because literally we couldn't afford to build the room otherwise. But I am going to put all of these bookcases. I'm sort of going to back them up with each other, make it look like a little bit like a library. And I've only got 4 training seats in there because I very rarely have anybody more than 4 people. I certainly don't have any more than 4 people. I've never had that. So I've only got 4 in there at the moment. And we'll see. Staff. Oh, nice. That's been upgraded. Staff challenge. Get a level 4 ward. No. I think that one's level 3. Yep, it is level 3. That treatment failed, unfortunately. But he's not going to die, but it did fail. We are going to promote you, which is nice. And we are making more money than we're losing. So at least that is something. Now, when I've got the amount of money to be able to... Oh, hang on a minute. Still nobody in the doctors here who can do the DNA lab. So we're going to have to go the training route, I think. And where's the DNA? There it is. So 10,000 plus 10,000 per trainee. So we can't really afford that yet. Oh, and the money's just ticked down there, guys. Are we going to have another... Nah, we've got loads of revenue in here. Hopefully we can get this DNA thing up and running and then get the money coming in from that, because that is going to be massive. But you know what, guys? That is going to be it for the end of this episode. I do hope you've enjoyed it, guys. I do hope you've enjoyed it. And Toffman's word for today is DNA. Get that in a comment, guys. And the funniest comment will get read out in a future episode. Until next time, I'm the Toffman as always. Stay safe.